Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pentiment. Fortius is waving even though you can't see him. Now I believe we have to go to bed. No, yeah, we went upstairs. Now we wrote a letter. And we're going to try to make this mural and then somebody's going to try to kill us, so hopefully we'll know who it is then. One thing I'd like to point out, so this guy was hit on the back of the head exactly the same way that the Baron was killed. Okay, you need to stop. I'm not...
40 seconds until you noticed I wasn't speaking. Oh, wait, what's happening?
What the hell is going on here?
Prester John?
Insane clock?
Wait, are those are just hours. No.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Hi. Oh, Mr. Instructed, and I have a few letters here addressed to you.
Alright? Postman. Reichspostman.
Have we not been working on the mural? No. Thank you, sir. Mother Illuminata wrote back to me. I hope her response helps me paint the mural.
Wait a minute. Is this...
You voiced her.
Mistress Drekon, thank you for your letter. Does she have fancier handwriting than she did in the past?
No.
Maybe it's because we're actually seeing her handwriting.
I think it's the same.
I hope this reply finds you and your father in good health.
Oh dear.
I remember you both as your father would carry you between the rows of our library. I almost thought that was cows of our library, and it's like, what? In its final years. I also remember your late mother and brother. God keep their souls. Well, we did have some books that discuss Tessing's past. It's likely they were as mythological as what your neighbors believe. That said, I remember one of the peasants, Tillman Kreutzer, read about the history of the town.
Oh.
Who's that?
He was that old guy who tended sheep that as Andres we talked to him and he thought he was a peasant, and then when he mentioned that he read books his handwriting got fancier because Andres respected him more.
Ah.
And I think he's the father of the guy that's now married to Otto's widow, so maybe we should go hit him up.
Hit him up?
Yes, for information.
What? I know he died during the revolt. Perhaps his family knows some of what he learned.
Yeah, see.
I should say that it's not true that all of Curaçao's books were destroyed by the fire. Andreas Mailer managed to save some of the frame. God rest his soul. In the aftermath of that terrible night, cataloguing and preserving the surviving books were not at the top of any of our minds. Even so, this topic has stirred a memory within me. Several years before the fire, there was the death at Curaçao, the murder of Baron Rothfarkel.
He talked about Martin Luther.
He mentioned something about finding a copy of Historia Tasseric, a comprehensive chronicle of your home. I had forgotten about it until now, because the murder dominated all our thoughts in the days and weeks that followed. It troubles me now, because I recall that the late Father Matthias was also reading a copy of Historical Tassia shortly before he died.
Wait, isn't that the short guy?
Father Matthias? No, that's the Abbey.
The abbot. Right. The guy with the weird wooden grave that was suspicious.
Yeah. We never accounted for either book's whereabouts. They may have been hidden somewhere in the library and went up with everything else.
Or they might be in the Stegosaurus.
Or they might be in the grave.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps Prior Fenric took it from the Baron after the murder. Fenric had an interest in books of all sorts, of course, but it seems like an odd thing to do in the moment. Then again, only God knows what he did and why he did it. Who?
Miklaus Haberler.
The Baron's manservant believed it may have been stolen by the town thief, Martin Brower.
Well, he's gone now, so...
Yeah, I don't... If Martin is still alive, I would ask him if he knows where the book is. Okay, wait, let's think about this. Because if Martin was acting suspicious that day.
Yes.
And maybe he stole a book.
At the time it was said or suspected that he, stole jewels or something, but... I mean, if he stole the book, I doubt that the guy that's there now has it. He probably sold it.
Yes, but he'd be able to confirm if Martin stole the book or not.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the weakest lead, though. Hopefully he didn't trade it for a mug of beer on his way out of Tassing.
Well, if he did, then it's still in the town. That's good, actually.
Huh. If the man had passed from this world, perhaps his family knows where the book wound up. And for the history of the Abbey, I fear that was also lost in the blaze. However, as sacristan, Prior Matthew...
That is the short guy.
Yeah, learned a great deal about the subject. I've not kept in contact with him, but I know he is now the Archdeacon of Sion.
Once a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, Sion became the capital of Valais when the canton joined the Swiss Confederacy following the Swabian War.
Ah. Interesting. He is no longer a Benedictine, but uses his family name. What's that?
Falsingny Socks.
That sounds very North German.
I still want to find out what the hell Brother Guy was doing with all the money he was embezzling.
Yeah.
And putting it in a freaking bank.
If you were to write to him soon, your letter may reach him before snow covers Valais.
A canton in the Swiss Alps, Valais became an associate member of the Swiss Confederacy. Yeah.
Please convey my best wishes to your father. He was a good friend to the Abbey in his better years. Despite the violence that occurred, I hold no ill will towards anyone from Tassing.
Yeah, because Peter is now dead.
Who's Peter again?
The one who burned the Abbey?
All right. I pray you have seen better days since that night, and that God forgives the many errors we made. God bless you as well. Mother Illuminata, Abbess of Santa Margarita.
Oh, Esther wrote to me as well.
Who's Esther again? Oh,
the
yeah.
The baby that was, my dear Magda.
Ahura Magda.
My parents were glad to hear from your father. Please tell him that they wish to hear from him soon. Well, I'm sorry about that. He probably can't write anymore. Speaking of printing, your ink was well received indeed. I've made several prints with it. They look lovely on the wall. Elisha has taken to making his own ink from scraps he found around the house after he saw yours. Mother was furious when he spent several peffings trying to find lapis in the market. She set him scrubbing the floors for it. It took him 3 days. I'm glad you keep busy, even though it keeps you from visiting. Father says we'll have room whenever you decide to make an appearance. And if you do take over the shop in Tassing, you'll have to make visits to Prague for supplies. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone here. I've made a good match, too. Before the expulsion, there was a handsome man in the synagogue, Simon, who caught my eye. His father is a merchant, and he's a doctor. He went to the University of Padua, can you believe it? I'd quite like to marry him if I can find him again. Anyway, I think you'd have better luck than me. Boys would swoon at a beautiful blonde from the Alps. Please keep us abreast of your father's mural. We'll have to come see it when it's finished. Blessings. Esther. I'll have to write Esther back tonight. I should head home and check on Dad.
Well, okay.
Where's my... Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? Magdalene. Sitting upright is still a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizziness makes my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. Are you sure I can bring up something light like milk or broth? No, I can't stomach anything just yet. But tell me, where are you off to? I need to get started on the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Illuminata didn't know much about Tossing's early history, but she did give me a few places to start. I'm going to ask Black Till if his grandfather told him any stories. Illuminata said he used to read about the Romans. Yeah, it's this dude. Mother Illuminata, Magdalene.
What?
Young Kurtzert has mentioned...
What did we say?
I think we just didn't use her title. From time to time, yes, he comes by to borrow books now and then. Usually when he's found something interesting... When he's found some interesting old ruin out in the fields, you might ask him about that.
Oh, yes, Stegosaurus.
Il Peter is always harumphed about how no one paid attention to the old ways anymore, too. I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about old Tasking. You might stop to talk to him.
But he's so mean.
I didn't think of that. Thanks, Dad. Of course, Magda, it's nice to feel useful, even if I'm stuck here in bed. Nonsense, I'm just glad you're awake. You might talk to Smokey, too. Yep, he'll love our gossip focus. The old charcoal burner seems to know more about what's in the woods around town than anyone else. That, and he's a known gossip. He's always been kind to me. I chat with him. I'm certain he'll know something about the ruins. Isn't he a bit eccentric? Oh, I know. He told me that he saw Artemis and Kraft swimming together in the pond just last week.
Gossip power.
He is. Oh, Lord, I can't imagine the fit Veronica would have if she knew. Well, I'm not going to tell. I trust the spirit to convict them, since I cannot. Well, Spokey may know who else you should talk to, then. You may hear something worth your while at any rate. I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins or the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. I want to explore whatever is left over from the Romans and before. The salt mine and the Roman ruins are the oldest parts of Tassing, so it only makes sense to see what they left behind. Ah, you take after your mother. She was always thorough in her research. You always said that's what good artists do, Dad. Be careful, alright? I know the twins mess around near the salt mines, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know why Jorg doesn't keep them in line, always making trouble, those two. Don't worry about me, Dad, I'll be careful. They don't have brains enough to keep out of trouble, I do. That's what happens when you name your kids after pagan gods instead of saints, I guess.
Yep. 3. Number 3.
No.
Yes.
I'll be careful.
No, 3.
Why?
Okay, let's do scissors, paper, rock.
No.
Scissors, paper, rock.
No.
Scissors, paper, rock. Okay, I win.
No.
Because your hand is an open palm.
No. This one is nice and neutral.
No. Number 3. Number
No.
3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3.
We could be insulting.
Number 3. Number 3. Number 3.
Anything but number 3.
You can pick the next dialogue option, even if it's like the worst thing against Christianity.
No, I wanted to tell that guy that his wife was having an affair and you were very pissy about it. We probably missed key information for that. No. Look, I'm just going to do number 1, okay?
Okay.
Good, I still need you to run the press for a little longer after all. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town, alright? We still have a household to run. Don't worry, I'll get everything done. I'll get to them. Yeah, don't worry, I'll get everything done. I get shit done. That's my girl. Better get going if I want to do all of that today. I'll see you later, Dad. Good luck, Magdalene.
Yeah, we have so many people to talk to. Like, there's Till, Smokey, and exploring the ruins.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and talking to Martin Gare.
Or his family.
Oh, and talking to Il Peter also. Do you not want to talk to Il Peter?
I remember him being annoying.
Okay, let's go to the town comments.
Let's go to Smokey. He's a safe bet.
Well, let me just pop in here. Not talking to you, Oates. Goodbye. Actually, should I talk to Oates and just harass him?
Maybe when we come out.
Hi, Eva. I'm going to say hi to you first. Hello, Eva. Magdalene, darling, Oates isn't here, I'm afraid. He's right outside. Find him later. Oh, alright. I wasn't looking for him. No, are you sure? I think he wandered off towards the rat house. Something about the council, but if you ask me, I think he's looking for you. Doesn't he do any real work? Oh, yes. He's always working on town council business these days, and he's still working at mastering carpentry, too.
Huh.
Who's teaching him carpentry? Suggested a few years ago he take up an apprenticeship, but he was determined to remain in Tassing. I think he's more comfortable here, even if that means he'll never be the craftsman Otto was. I help him now how I can, but there's only so much I know how to do. Besides, I think he'd feel like he's taking care of me instead of the other way around. Funny how time does that. It's good of him to stay. I would worry that he'd be lonely otherwise. I think Dad misses Mom even after all these years. Do you ever miss Otto? I would jump at the chance to leave Tassing if it didn't mean Dad would be left alone. I imagine Oates felt...
No, not the third one.
Yeah, let's just say this one. Every day. I see him in the little things Oates does, the way he smiles, or how he laughs. I miss my husband, and I'm proud of Oates. He's growing into a capable young man. I said to see him grow into a husband and father who'll make a wonderful partner.
Why do we hate Ertz again?
He's an ass to us. Whoever he marries will be a lucky woman. Meaning not us.
Wait, that could be us, though.
It could be us, but...
Yeah, I think the second one is more... Yuck.
Oh, that's the way of men. The Lord gave them lofty spirits that need to exert themselves. Yeah, okay, you were into Otto, so whatever. Give it time, Magdalene, you'll see. All men are tempered by marriage. Yeah, like Otto. Real tempered. If you say so. And Lenhart, that's another great example.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, I'm sure you have things to do. I'll let you get back to them. Always good to see you, Magda.
We don't even know who that is.
Who is?
Lenhart.
What do you mean? Oh, we don't. Yeah, she doesn't. Okay, now it's time to cut the video off.
Bye.